Yo, let's do a 90-second devotion real quick. Matthew 27 verse 46 says, my God, why have you forsaken me? One thing I learned about my spiritual journey is there's no promise without process, no purpose without persecution, no power without pain. What if I told you that God isn't ignoring your pain? He's using it. Pain can either lock you up or launch you forward. But real maturity says real oil can only be produced by a crushed olive. And I'm only talking to people who have been crushed by life to the point that it's left you crippled. But God doesn't use the crushed moments in our life to leave us forsaken. He uses the crushed moments in our life for us to grow in our spiritual maturity. There is no crown without a cross. Real nails, real pain, real blood, real silence. He got to be on the cross saying, if we locked in, why you switching up? And maybe you've been there too. Obedient but suffering. Faithful but feeling forgotten. You've had some real people act real fake. Real pressure shake real faith. And Jesus shows us that you can have a real moment and still win. And how does Jesus win? Because he needed to rehearse. He wasn't crying, he was quoting Psalms 22. We read Psalms, but they sang Psalms in the tradition. Jesus knew Psalms 22 started with pain, but it ends with praise. So it started low, but it ends on a high note. Sometimes people hear you cry and don't even know that the chorus is coming. So when pain repeats itself, you gotta repeat the word. That you troubled but not distressed, cast down but not destroyed. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy's coming in the morning. And that's how your story will end. That it may start off on a bad note, but it's gotta end off on a high note. So have your moment, cry, yell, and question. Just don't get stuck there. Because if it can be reversed, it can be restored. You're not broken, you're becoming. You're not buried, you're planted. You're not abandoned, you're assigned. You're not falling apart, you're falling into place. So suffer if you must, but don't stop, don't quit. Have your moment, then get up.